Hey, it's me. I'm just making a video to share my random thoughts. So, I watched this movie, The Tinder Swindler, today. And if you haven't saw it yet, don't worry, I won't ruin it for you. But just to give the basis of what it's about, it's basically meeting someone who seems like all nice and great at first, but later find out they aren't really who they portrayed themselves to be. And at this point, you already like them. You're already kind of deep into it. Now, in the regular day to day, because that movie, of course, isn't the typical situation, you might notice some red flags when you're dating, maybe just even some yellow ones. And you might disregard them. Or you might even just explain them away, give them the benefit of the doubt. So maybe it's something like you told them you are serious and looking for a relationship, and it's something that you really want and you're dating with attention. And then straight out the gate, this person is just always talking about sex. Or maybe you are just trying to get to know someone, but you always have to initiate the conversation and initiate everything. And it seems like that person really has a strong focus on a first date, maybe even particularly an expensive first date, even though they're showing minimal interest because you're always the one who's initiating everything. So maybe, it's a way past that and you're already in a relationship. And say maybe you stayed because of potential. And that's what I really want to get into. What is potential? Is it sweet nothings and flirty texting? Is it having fun with each other? I mean, ultimately, potential really isn't enough. So just don't stick around with someone because they have potential. I mean, you really want to base it on character. You want to base it on behavior. You want to make sure their words match their actions. So say now you're with someone and you feel like the relationship is maybe a little bit one-sided, and you're always consoling them, or you're always providing and paying for things, and they keep saying, well, when I get this job, well, when I get this money, and so on and so forth. And realistically, if they're only bringing you stress, it really may be time to evaluate if it's something you should really remain in. Do you have similar core values? What are your non-negotiables? Are you ignoring them or giving this person an exception on them? And if you are, why? And would they do the same for you if the situation was reversed? And don't just say they have a good vibe, because that's really not enough. If you're paying for everything, or you're initiating all the conversation, or you're constantly consoling them, or just being there and showing up and supporting them, I bet they do have a good vibe, because essentially they're carefree. They don't have no worries. They don't have to worry about anything. I would be good too if someone is carrying all the weight, the energy, the emotional, the mental, the financial stress. I'm good too. I would be a good vibe all day because I'm carefree. They don't have anything to worry about. And just don't let history lock you into a box you don't want to be in. It's okay to say, look, I care about you and I enjoyed some of the moments that we shared together, but you aren't, and you have not been reciprocating. So I think it's best for us to move forward separately. Reciprocity, that is way better than potential. Anyways, I just wanted to share my random thoughts.